All right, Muskegon, joining us today is Mallory Metzger from Hackley Public Library. How you doing today, Mallory?
Hi, I'm doing very well. How about yourself?
Doing great, doing great. So the
Good.
conversation today is about the zine collection.
Yes, yes. So, for those that don't already know, Hackley Library, we've been really excited to jumpstart this new collection. And we actually just recently changed the name. Previously, it was the Muskegon County Community Zine Collection, but we are now able to accept zines from people even outside of Muskegon County. So, we're able to accept zines from a lot of West Michigan. So we've decided to update it. It's now called West Michigan Voices Zine Collection. And, for those that don't know what a zine is, a lot of
Right.
people say, well, what is a zine? I actually have a little example here. Zines can be little booklets. They can be little pamphlets. I mean, this one, it's literally, just copy paper from your printer stapled together. Zines can be text, they can be stories, imagery, artwork, comics. It can be a combination of all of that. But the real main point of a zine is to get your story across, is to get your voice heard, whether it be through sharing your own story, sharing a life experience, sharing something that you wrote just out of fantasy, sharing artwork, imagery, comics, text. It can be a mix of everything. There's really no specific definition to what a zine has to be. And the great thing about zines is really it's original work. It can really be whatever you want. And the goal of this collection is to get your voice heard, to be able to share your story, share your voice within your community. And so some of the logistics of it, I see you're showing our website. Awesome. If you go to hackleylibrary.org and you hover over the local history and genealogy department, you'll find the zines page that you can click on. You can find submission guidelines for the zine and also the submission form. Now, this is geared towards adults, so you do have to be 18 or older to submit a zine. But again, you can be living anywhere within West Michigan to submit a zine to us. Now, something that's really cool, when someone submits a zine to us, we actually did receive a grant from the American Rescue Plan Humanities Grants for Libraries to purchase a scanner. So every zine that's submitted to us, we will be able to scan it and digitize it, and that will go within our digital collection. When someone searches on the online catalog, they'll be able to search through these zines and find these zines. So they will live on forever digitally. But the print version, what's really cool about it, when you submit a zine, the actual tangible print version will go on a board, a bulletin board at Hackley Library, and people from the community will be able to come into the library and physically look at it. They can open it, they can read it, they can even take it home. And if they want, they can bring it back. And you can always kind of pick and choose different zines every time that you're in the library to look at and enjoy. And it's a great way to kind of get to know the people in the community, hear their story, hear their voice, see their artwork. Um, and so it's just a great kind of sharing experience for everyone to enjoy and be a part of. And this collection right now, we are accepting submissions. We'll be accepting submissions throughout the whole year. This is hopefully going to be an ongoing thing. But the actual launching of the collection will be in October. So that's when we will officially put the physical zines on the bulletin board at Hackley Library for people to come and take a look at and browse through. But again, it's really simple. You can even just take a few sheets of copy paper, staple them together, draw on it, write on it, share your story, share your passions, your opinions. These are little booklets that anyone can make. You don't have to be artistic, it can be anything. And it's just a great way to share and get your voice heard and share within the community.
Well, I don't know if you've been on our sister station, M106, but I'm sure the morning show host Mary Beth loves this idea.
I love Mary Beth. Yes,
Yeah.
I've spoken with her before about it. I do have to speak with her again to kind of give her the update of the new name and the exciting news of being able to accept zines from, people in all over West Michigan. But she has been phenomenal with wanting to share about it and talk about it. So I'm excited to kind of give her the good news about this new change that we're having.
Well, in the past, have this been success at other libraries? A big success?
That's a great question. So it's interesting. Zines haven't quite taken off yet in Muskegon. So our adult services librarian, she is like all knowing when it comes to zines. She is top notch. If anyone comes up with questions, she'll be able to kind of answer those questions about zines. She has some friends in the Grand Rapids area who are very well versed in zines, who've created zines. And so it's more kind of up and coming in Grand Rapids right now. Zines are quite popular there. And it's kind of a new thing for Muskegon area. There aren't a lot of people in this area who necessarily create a lot of zines or who have had the opportunity to or know a lot about them. So this is a great way to kind of introduce something new to the Muskegon area, to our county, and, really just kind of, hopefully it'll take flight and everyone can just realize that, again, this is such a great way to share your passion, share something that you're passionate about, share something that you've experienced, a story in your life or a story that you wrote, so it's hopefully going to be something that will be a game changer for people being able to share.
Just sharing your life, sharing your story.
Yes.
Talk about hours. Have you guys changed the hours down there? Or is it still the same?
Great question. So we still have our hours that we've had for a while now. So with our main Hackley Library building, we're open Monday and Tuesday 9 to 7, and then Wednesday through Saturday 9 to 5. And then our Torrent House, the local history and genealogy department, which is located in the Torrent House across the street from the main building, they have a little bit different hours. They are Tuesday through Saturday 10 to 5. But our main library, we like to have those kind of later evening hours on Monday and Tuesday for those that are just getting out of work. They can still come to the library. We want to make it as accessible as possible. And we really want to see you. We love when people come in and ask about programs or just hang out or use public computers. And, we have those smaller tables now, so you're able to have more privacy, sitting and reading or being on your laptop or your tablet, or even just hanging out with someone. This is a community space. We're really excited to be here for the community. Without the community, we wouldn't be possible. And so we want everyone to know that they can really utilize their library.
What about the local history department? What do they do there?
Yeah, great question. So if you're ever wanting to find archives for Muskegon Chronicle newspapers, our local history department is the place to go. You can view so many archive newspapers through microfilm. It's really easy and simple. Our staff there is extremely helpful. Anytime you have, interest in researching local Muskegon history, county history, that's a great place to find resources. Also, if you're interested in dabbling in ancestry and genealogy, finding your roots, that's also a great place to start. There are a lot of different programs, different types of assisted online things where you can find those resources to kind of jumpstart that journey of looking into your roots. And it's amazing, some of the stories that people have been able to uncover, finding family members, during genealogical research. And that can all start at our local history and genealogy department. So it's definitely a building to go to. If you haven't been to our local history and genealogy department in a while or ever, I would recommend it for sure. And again, that's located in the Torrent House, which is in the building across the street from Hackley's main library building.
All right. We had an online question. Denise Simmons says, "Is there a age limit to participate in zine?"
Great question. So as far as submitting a zine, yes. So this is geared towards adults. So to submit a zine, you do have to be 18 years or older. However, if you want to come in with, your teen or a family member, once the collection physically launches in October, anyone can look at the zines that are on the board. I do believe we are going to be having some advisory stickers. So for example, if something is maybe a little bit more adult content, there will be a sticker advisory on it to showcase that, or there will be a sticker saying, friendly for kids, because we do want, everyone to be able to enjoy these zines. But as far as participating and submitting a zine, yep, you do have to be 18 years or older, living in West Michigan.
All right. Anything else you want to get out today, Mallory?
Yeah, well, just keep in mind, we have a lot of great programs coming up. I know August is around the corner. We have some great family programs coming up. For example, on August 10th at 2 p.m., we're having John Ball Zoo come to the library. They'll be coming with some special animal friends, and you can kind of learn about the animals and see them in person. We're also going to be having a mariachi music performance at the end of August, on August 25th at 5:30 here at the library. Gabriel Estrada, he's phenomenal. He's performed for us before, so we're excited to have him back. And you can find all the details for even more programs at hackleylibrary.org. If you hover over the events and programs tab, or even just click on it, it'll take you directly to our online event calendar. And there's a lot coming up, and it's free. It's free to enjoy. You know, some programs we do ask for registration, but even so, that's just to gauge numbers, you know, to gauge the amount of chairs we need to put out. It's all free though. You know, some programs we ask for registration and others we don't. So it's all free regardless.
All right, Mallory, I'm looking at the August calendar. Y'all pretty
Yeah.
busy over there.
Yes, a lot going on. Yes.
I don't know if I can get this screen up so people can see this on the online
Oh, sure.
presentation.
Yeah.
Look at y'all, three, four
Yeah.
events in one day. On the first.
We have, well, that's when on August 1st, which is this coming Monday, we have new take and make craft kits for kids and teens. You know, keep in mind we have new craft kits every month for kids and teens. We also have an adult craft. Registration for our August adult craft did fill, but we have our September one coming up. But, you know, keep in mind with the kids and teen craft kits, you know, we have those available all throughout the month while supplies last. And then we have story time on certain Friday mornings for kids. We have lighthouse story time out at the South Pierhead Light, the Marquette Pierhead Lighthouse. And then we also have yoga in the park. We have a library confidential program. That is going to be on August 11th, and that is going to be a great way to kind of learn the ins and outs of using your library card and really making sure that you're utilizing the library in, you know, every way possible. And so we also have our creative writing group. Twice a month, we're going to be having a crafty afternoon on August 17th. That's for kids and teens and families, where they can kind of explore with different crafts that are wave themed. So really, really fun stuff coming up.
All right. Thank you so much for being available and for kicking it with us. And I hope the people are using the wonderful facilities we have here.
Thank you. Yes, you know, again, just everyone come out and see us, you know, come to the library, use the digital resources as well. It's here for you. You know, we're very excited to provide that. So thank you.
All right. Going back to my music, it's Mallory Metzger from Hackley Public Library.